Hi there, welcome to House Nerds. I'm David Lawson.
And I'm Jennifer Morris. Good morning.
Morning. So today we're going to
Well,
talk about everybody's favorite topic, money and interest rates.
interest rates. Yep.
Yes. And
We're on it.
there's a lot of stuff going on. We're seeing some really crazy things, but really it's not that crazy. It's like nothing that we haven't seen before. So it might be scary and new to some people, but you guys have seen this before in your business.
Yeah, I'm very blessed to work with a great company. We work for or I work for Full Service Mortgage Group, and they're outside of Franklin, and now we have an office in Dayton, Tennessee. But it's nothing new, this is cyclical. The market is cyclical. It might look a little different. Let's face it, inflation is very high right now.
Right.
But we have seen this before, and the market is normalizing. It's normalizing. That's what
Which is a
should
great thing for
happen.
buyers, right?
That's right. It's very good for buyers, and I think right now we're in an interesting time because we're in kind of liminal space where sellers have had an inflated view of what their property value should be and what they're entitled to, and
And also the
now
time to sell.
yes. And so now it's normalizing and it's going to take them, 30 to 60 days to kind of wrap their heads around, okay, I actually need to fix things that have come back on the home inspection.
Sure.
Okay, I'm not necessarily going to get a cash offer within 24 hours or before my property hits the market. So I think it's good. It's great for buyers. Interest rates are fluctuating. We actually had a big fluctuation this past weekend. We locked our loans in and we were able to get a 4.99. So you just have to be with a broker who is looking at the market constantly and is able to make those trigger decisions as necessary.
Cool. And now I was reading some articles about where people can actually ask sellers for credits to buy down the interest rate, even, or they can make side deals for furniture and appliances and other things in the house. Things that couldn't happen because of the speed at which those deals had to happen previously.
You're absolutely correct. It's not that they weren't available previously, it's that the seller didn't have any pressure to comply with anything like that. So now we're getting back to a more traditional market where buyers have more negotiating power, and that is a very good thing.
Good.
Yeah, especially when it comes to items coming back on a home inspection. Listen, we never, ever, ever tell anybody to buy a property without a home inspection. Please don't do it. It's worth every
Right.
penny that you pay. And now more than ever, it's important to make sure that the sellers are aware of what you're getting and why you're going to have the opportunity to negotiate.
Now, on my side, on the construction side, I'm actually seeing the cost of materials come down. Now there's not so much pressure with the construction loans and the frenzy that was happening in the short. Now we're still seeing a lot of shortages. There's still certain materials that are very high, but in general, like the cost of lumber is starting to come down with the climbing interest rates, and this is great for home builders as well. I'm still seeing, perhaps some fear of,
Mhm.
what's the future going to be? Should I build? But frankly, like the cost of lumber, a 2x4, is it might be double the price that it was 3 years ago, but it's half the price that it was the beginning of the year.
Right. We're also going to see some prices coming down in labor as people are starting to have more negotiation power, and the market is softening, and inflation is going up, and there is more of a demand. There is room for negotiation, and so that also works in buyers' favor. Construction loans are definitely a possibility. It's still fair game on construction. It's just whether or not you can get the interest rate that you're looking for. But remember, a construction loan is temporary. When you flip it into a permanent loan, it becomes a permanent mortgage. Now, we do have a product which is construction to perm, which is a one-time closing. But again, you're going to want to refinance when the market drops, when the rates drop. You're going to come back to your lender and say, "Hey, let's refinance this thing." You're not married to your rate. You're married to your house and to your land, but you're not married to your rate. It's not a forever thing.
So with this slowing down, I'm also seeing a lot of requests come in for remodels. People are adding to their home, trying to stay in their home, increase their home's value. How does that work with maybe they take out cash out refi, other things, seconds?
Yeah, you can
How's that
definitely
working
do
right now?
Yeah, you can do a cash out refi. We're not seeing as much in the cash out refinance business because of the rates. However, as the market starts again to drop and rates are coming down, we're going to see that more again. But they can definitely take out a HELOC on a line of credit on their equity. That
Okay.
is definitely an option. And it's a great option to have if you're older. I think our older homeowners have been fearful to update their homes. Now's a good time to do that. I'm not a big fan of reverse mortgages. There are very small situations that would be appropriate, or,
Sure.
I mean, if you're in a pinch, we can do it, but not a fan of that. But there's definitely a way to get your home updated if you're looking to do so.
Okay. Cool. Well, this is a lot of information, and I know that things are changing constantly.
Daily.
We don't have a crystal ball. I'd love for us to be able to predict the future. Almost always in this program, we're talking about things that are right, things that we're seeing, trends, and other stuff. But what do you think is going to happen in the next month or two with interest rates and home buying?
Yeah, so interest rates are going to continue to fluctuate. And, the one thing I do want to mention to everyone, do not be surprised if you call a broker in the morning and you get quoted a rate. If you don't lock that in, it could change in the afternoon. The market is that way. So we're working to make wise decisions for our clients as
Okay.
to when to lock and how quickly to lock. So just know that. But yeah, I mean, people are buying, people are looking at land. I think
Yeah,
land is really a hot topic right now.
for sure. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for joining us once again. Have a great week.
Bye, everybody.